Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wicked Reading. Today I'll be reading SCP-1817. It's a mist Eerie. Object Class, Euclid. SCP-1817 refers to an irregularly shaped 5 km squared area located approximately 2 kilometers outside of France. A thick covering of fog, hereby designated SCP-1817-1, is present at the location at all times, regardless of meteorological conditions. Testing has revealed no anomalous properties inherent with the composition of this fog. This substance is dense enough to obscure all vision more than 1.5 meters away. If inhaled, -1 releases a currently unidentified compound in the subject's body that creates a chemical reaction resulting in the combustion of said subject. Additionally, it will gradually strip away any exposed skin or organic matter over a period of 30 minutes. As such, the entirety of SCP-1817 area covered by -1 is devoid of all topsoil. An unknown component of -1 appears to act as an anesthetic during this process, as no subjects have reported feelings of pain until removed from SCP-1817 and separated from -1. SCP-1817-Alpha refers to a group of entities that reside within SCP-1817. Due to the nature of -1, it is presumed that these entities are not composed of organic materials. The appearance of these beings varies greatly, but several factors are present in all instances of -Alpha. Using 2 appendages for locomotion: a dark green overall coloration, a vaguely humanoid figure, possessing a large mouth-like opening that stretches across their torso, sapience, as well as the ability to speak and comprehend a wide variety of languages. Conversely, these beings also differ in several areas. Specifically, the amount of upper body limbs can number from 2 to 10. The height of any given specimen ranges from 3 meters to 6 meters. Wings resembling those of giant golden-crowned flying fox are present in the place of some upper body appendages. The amount of teeth in the mouth-like cavity has ranged from none to several hundred. These entities appear to be either unable or extremely unwilling to exit SCP-1817, and usually react violently to any attempts to make them do so. Additionally, instances of -Alpha actively oppose any attempts of personnel to explore the SCP-1817 area. Mission Report 1817-Alpha. On May 19, 1995, Agent Lagrange, accompanied by MTF Epsilon 03, aka Sights for Sore Eyes, ventured into SCP-1817 in order to explore the area and discover any additional possible anomalies. Almost immediately after entering the area, a large group of -Alpha instances approached the group and forced the agents back towards the edge of SCP-1817. -Alpha told Agent Lagrange, "We told you to stay away from our area," before heading back into SCP-1817. Mission Report 1817-Beta. Foundation agents approached SCP-1817 from above through the use of Foundation helicopter. This method of transportation had the dual purposes of both transporting personnel safely into various locations in the anomaly, as well as temporarily cleaning areas of -1. A group of -Alpha numbering approximately 50 individuals aggressively followed the helicopter's path, but were unable to attack the vehicle. A large hole, roughly 20 meters in diameter, was discovered during this expedition. The -Alpha expressed extreme distress when -1 was displaced away from this area and began begging Foundation personnel to stop. At this point, several entities resembling only 3 of which were successfully neutralized at the site by combined efforts of Foundation personnel and -Alpha. The remaining 9 entities were subsequently tracked down and neutralized due to the extreme danger posed by their existence. Additionally, these beings created several anomalies similar to those found at the location of their origin, including vast areas of spatial displacement, permanently repeating temporal patterns, and reanimated human corpses. Addendum 1817-Gamma. As of June 6, 1995, no attempts to explore SCP-1817 are to be made without O5 deliberation. Addendum 1817-Delta. Unusual seismic activity was reported in China on February 9, 1998. Foundation personnel sent to this area to investigate found dozens of entities similar to those witnessed within SCP-1817 during the events of Mission 1817-Beta, emerging from a large chasm, and subsequently began attempting to neutralize these subjects. Agents stationed at SCP-1817 reported many instances of Dash Alpha leaving the area at extremely high speeds. These entities arrived at the scene of the new activity approximately 2 hours after personnel reported witnessing them leaving the French area. Upon arrival, all Dash Alpha instances began emitting Dash 1 from their mouths, as well as using the combat methods against the hostile entities as previously noted in Mission Report 1817-Beta. Due to this, all the noted entities were presumably driven back into the chasm, and an area similar to SCP-1817, hereby designated SCP-1817-Beta, was created. Similar containment procedures have been enacted in this area. Addendum 1817-Epsilon. 7 days after the events of Addendum 1817-Delta, an instance of Dash Alpha approached a Foundation agent stationed at Dash Alpha and handed him a written note. The contents of the note were as follows: "Thank you for trying to help. However, let us handle it next time. It's our job, and you just get in the way again and hurt yourselves. You contain yours, and we'll contain ours." Footnotes 1. Foundation agents have thus far been unable to present a language that the Dash Alpha entities are not fluent in. 2. Agent Lagrange did not divulge her name at any point during this interview. 3. However, these beings were notably slower and larger than those seen in the aforementioned report. Personnel roughly described their actions at this time as confused and groggy. Special containment procedures. A 3-meter-tall chain-link fence top of barbed wire has been constructed 100 meters away from the edge of SCP-1817. All personnel at the site of the anomaly are to wear Level A hazmat suits. At least 30 personnel are to patrol the perimeter of SCP-1817 at all times. Outfit requirements identical to those previously mentioned are to be adhered to by any Foundation personnel working with samples of SCP-1817-1. Personnel are not to attempt to address or seek out any instance of SCP-1817-Alpha, but are permitted to speak with the entities if they initiate conversation.